Hey there, Tim Mousel here, and boy do I have something awesome for you today. I'll show you how to create your own AI-powered podcast. Well, buckle up because I'm about to take you on a wild ride through the world of cutting-edge AI technology. In this video, we're going to create the perfect prompt to make ChatGPT your ultimate podcast co-host. We're going to look at the easy way of recording and splitting audio like a pro, unlock the secrets of creating flawless SRT caption files with speaker labels that distinguish between who's speaking and who's not when you have two people in the video. And I should say AI in the video. And for the grand finale, watch in awe as we bring our conversation to life with AI generated avatars. So get ready to blur the lines between human and AI creativity. Trust me, by the end of this tutorial, you'll be itching to create your own AI-powered masterpiece. Let's jump in and get started. The first step in creating the podcast is to come up with a prompt. So on the screen, you'll see the prompt that I used. We will be doing a podcast interview with each other and then give it instructions as to its role. You will assume the role of and state what it is and does. Introduce yourself, what you do, and then give it the specific instructions. You will interview me. You might change that to, I will interview you. And you might ask me some questions as well, but I'm in charge of the interview. So you can take it from either perspective. It doesn't even have to be an interview. It could just be a conversation. So you just change the prompt accordingly. Make sure to tell it, make sure your answers are based on fact, what the goal is, what the topic is, and then give it some final instructions. You start the interview and go. So that's the prompt. The way you use this prompt is number one, you'll go to your mobile phone where you should have the ChatGPT app installed so that you can use the advanced voice mode. But before you start that, you want to turn on the screen recorder for your cell phone. So for Android, you just swipe down, you find where it says screen recorder. Apple phones or whatever else I'm not sure about, but you can Google that. So start recording the audio and video on your phone screen. Then open the ChatGPT app. Click the voice button so that it's in the advanced voice mode. Then you will read this to your voice conversation. You're not typing it in, you need to read it. And then once you say you start the interview and go, then it will start introducing itself and it will start the podcast and you'll start your conversation back and forth. And you'll want to keep track of how long you go. In this tutorial, we're using HeyGen. If you create the avatars for free, it's limited to 3 minutes in length. If you use a paid version, which is currently $29 for a month for unlimited avatars, but it's still limited to 5 minutes per avatar. So you would want to keep your conversation, if you're doing the AI generation, the avatar, keep it at 3 minutes or less for a free version, 5 minutes and less for the paid version. If you're not going to make the avatars at the end of this video, then of course, make the podcast as long as you want. A lot of these steps up until that point, actually all the steps up until that point will still apply. Once you have the podcast interview and you save that to your phone, then you'll want to upload it to maybe Google Drive or Microsoft OneDrive or some type of file storing website so that you can then come back onto your laptop or PC and finish the rest of the project. You might potentially do it all on your cell phone, but it's probably easier on a laptop. Now, once you have the file that's recorded, and the recording is your voice conversing with ChatGPT for the podcast. The next step is we need to convert that conversation into 2 audio files. And the key here is that both files need to be the same length. And in the 2 files, let's say while I'm talking, the ChatGPT side is going to be totally silent. So when the ChatGPT is talking in my audio file, when I'm talking, that's silent. And then when the ChatGPT is talking in my file, there's no sound at all because you need 2 files. One is with my voice only. The other is with ChatGPT voice only. That way you can separate it in conversation when you use it with the avatar. The other thing that this website this is a creation that I worked on and built for this purpose. It will also create a SRT file that you can upload along with this. And with SRT files or captions, the main issue is that when you have two speakers, it usually does not differentiate between who is speaking and who's not. So with this system that I built, it will say speaker A, speaker B. So someone that's hearing impaired, they're going to be able to know which avatar is speaking, especially for an audio-only production. So the way this works is you would click right here, get a free API key. That'll take you to a website called AssemblyAI. You register and you get an API key for free. It gives you, I believe, $40-some worth of usage, which that's a lot of usage, so you're not going to run out anytime soon. But go there, you get your free API key. You come back here, you paste it into this section right here. So right in here goes your API key. And then you choose the file. The file that you choose is going to be the recording of your podcast. So I select this. Here's my file. And I'm going to upload and process. So what that's doing now is it's creating two files out of one, and it's separating the voices in each file. And it's also creating the SRT file. Once your files are ready, you will click here to download your SRT file. You'll download the speaker A file and the speaker B audio. And if you want, of course, you can click here and view the full transcript. As if you'll notice, it's got the timestamp, speaker A, speaker B, speaker A, and so on. So you could copy and paste that to your clipboard should you want to use that for something else. At this point, you now have the audio files. You could upload those to, say, YouTube, or you could just make one audio file and make the transcription. And there's a link on, I'll show you to go back. Let's say you just wanted to put this on YouTube. You could go back to this main page and click here. If you just need the SRT file, this is a tool that does that. So you enter your API key, select your podcast video file. This will give you one file. It doesn't change the file, but it just gives you an SRT file. So you could upload that audio file to YouTube, upload the SRT file to YouTube or to Yuja, and now you have a podcast with captions. If you want to take the next step, that's going to be going to HeyGen. And as I mentioned, HeyGen has pricing options right here. And as a free user, you get 3 video generations per month, up to 3 minutes. Paid is 5-minute video generations, but it's unlimited. So I just purchased the $29 option. I'm going to come in here to templates, and I'll go over to social media. There's a nice podcast one right here. So I'll double click that. And marketing, right? Create with AI Studio. All right, assets right here. I'm going to upload the audio. So upload asset. Once the speaker A and speaker B video are uploaded, you want to come down here and make sure that there is nothing on the script line. So I'm going to click Add Script, and I'm going to upload the file, speaker A. And there it is right here. The next thing, I've already changed the text. I've uploaded the file, is I can preview it or I can click Submit. I'm just going to go ahead and click Submit. Here's the name of it, my videos, and Submit. While I paused the filming, I went ahead and made a same exact thing, but with person B. So I just added a new avatar, moved to the left side of the screen, uploaded the person B audio file. I generated it, so then now I have two files that I can download. So right here, just download. I've already downloaded them. So what we're going to do next is combine them. So when we come into Adobe Premiere, which of course you could use different editing programs, I'm going to import media. I want to import the two files that I downloaded from HeyGen. These are my two avatar files. So I'm going to take this one, drag it over to the timeline, and it brought them both. So file A, this is B right here, and this is A. What I want is to have them above and below. I'll drag that across. Now I'm going to click on Effect Controls. If you don't see it, you can click on Window and select Effects, Effect Controls. And I'm going to find Crop Left. And so I select that, and I'm going to drag this. Let me get this play line over. All right, so crop left. I drag that, and as you notice, it's going to start to show the bottom clip. And there it is. I'm just going to go ahead and click Save. All right, that's podcast. And there it is. It's all ready to go. So play.
And experimenting with interval training. Speaking of variety, let's dive into our topic for today. Can you tell our listeners why cardiovascular fitness is so important for overall health and wellness?
Cardio brings a lot of benefits.
So there you can see both avatars talking on the same screen. We could go to the media and import the SRT file, and then the captions will be right on this. That's one way to do it if you're just going to have this file and you're going to distribute it in however you want to. If you're going to upload it to YouTube, you could also upload the SRT file there as well. So I'll just come here to File and Export Media. And I'll just basically keep it on the default settings. I know I want to have it as a, I'll change this podcast interview, and I'll just call it Demo Final. Export. Once that finishes exporting, I'll have a MP4 format file. Then if we want to put it to YouTube and then upload, so go into YouTube where you have your channel, and you're going to select Manage Videos is one way. You could also do it from that last screen, which I should have, but too late now. In this top right, I'll click Create, Upload Videos, select Files, and here it is, Demo Final. And you'd fill that description, thumbnail. I'll just say auto-generate. Done. Playlist. No, it's not made for kids. Next. Add subtitles. I'm going to upload a file with timing because it has the time codes in there. And I'll select the SRT file that I downloaded earlier. So right here is transcript SRT. And here is the captions. I'll click Done. Next. Next. I'll make it public and publish. That's it. Now it's going to be on YouTube right here at this link. It's going to take a minute to process pretty quickly. So as you can see, It's got
Today, we have a
Speaker
special
A
guest,
talking,
Professor
and then when I
Tim
speak, it'll
Mousel,
say Speaker B.
expert in physical fitness and wellness. Tim, it's great to have you here. How's your cardio routine treating you these days?
Thank you so much, Dr. A. It's great to be here. I've been looking forward to chatting with you. My cardio routine's been pretty good.
So there it is,
I've been
Speaker A,
staying
Speaker
busy
B
with
with
a couple of different
subtitles,
cardio activities,
captions,
such as bicycling
and talking
today,
avatars.
martial arts,
Let me
hitting
pause
the
that.
heavy.
So I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's kind of long, but there's a lot of steps to take to get to this finished product, but that's how you do it. If you have any questions, please ask. And if you make something cool, I'd love to see it. Thanks for watching. Bye.